Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader. And wow, I've been busy. Just after I finished recording the previous episode, the massive February 24 patch dropped for Rogue Trader at 12 gigabytes in size. Hundreds, if not thousands, of changes and improvements and tweaks and etc. and rebalancing. Far too much for me to summarize, but what does that mean? Well, a couple of big things. First of all, they reduced by 20% the sort of relationship tiers in the trading tree. Let me show you if I talk to Janrock now. Janris Danrock. So basically, immediately after the patch, I'd maxed out the Fellowship of the Void one, just through the relationship increases I'd already done with them, because it, 20% more effective. So I was able to buy Rizza out. All the stuff I was waiting for from Rizza, we bought. It also increased everything else. So if we go into Hieronymus, we can see we're up to 12 now. I want to continue going down this tree because there's some quite nice helmets that would be good for Ulfar. But I think the main one really is this really nice flamer we could put on Argenta. But prior to that, what I want to do, I want to go and I just want to move up to the next tier here. We need about 900 more rep, and we'll get a really nice sword for Ulfar. Way more effective than the one he's currently using. And something else for Marazai. But that's the main thing I want from him now. And then if we go to Explorators, we also get a really nice armor for Ulfar and a flamer for him as well. So I think that will really round out his loadout. And we're very close to this one as well. We need like 1,300 or something to get onto that level, which isn't much really. You'll notice as well my inventory here is a lot lighter than it was, and the reason for that is when I was trying to get to the advanced bolter on this Fellowship of the Void prior to the patch, I sold everything I could find. Everything that wasn't nailed down in either my inventory or in my vault or anything I sold. Only for the patch to land and then it to max out anyway. But, that's the way it goes, isn't it? Also part of the patch was you got a free respec, again at Janris, for every member of the group to sort of reflect the vast number of changes they made. So I have taken advantage of that. I've respec'd quite a few members of the party. Mainly the ones I'm planning on taking out. I'm planning on taking out Ulfar, Cassia. I didn't actually fully respec Cassia because I was quite happy with her build anyway. But Pascal, Abelard and Argenta I've done quite a lot of changes to. I did respect my main character as well. I didn't do it on camera. It wasn't huge change, apart from Abelard, which we'll see. It wasn't huge changes to the way the characters work. It was more a case of specialising a bit more. Having played enough of the game to have got a better grasp of how levelling works and also an idea of where the archetypes take you. And the powers you get along the way, the friends we make along the way. It kind of meant that I felt like I should sort of start again, but be very more sort of laser focused down the areas I wanted to specialise on. So we can see that I've gone sort of mainly persuasion on Dahlia here, so we've got quite a high bonus in that now. Secondary, when I couldn't increase persuasion, I increased Law Imperium. That's always good to have a bit in. You'll notice that we're not wearing armour, and the reason for that is this little thing that I got as part of, I think it was in Rizza's trading tree. This is Star Mist Scarf. If the wearer is not wearing any armour, which we're not now, at the start of combat, they gain 4 times willpower bonus. So our willpower bonus is 10. So that's 40 plus 20. That's 60% dodge. So when combat kicks off, we should be up to like 150 dodge, which kind of means that the armour feels a bit more superfluous, because we also get our psi rating increased by 2 wearing this. And you'll see, that would have happened independently of wearing the armour or not. Like if I can't even put any armour on at the moment because I sold it. But trust me when I say that we'd have got the 2 anyway, but it's getting the extra 60% dodge I thought would be quite nice. This is huge, this up to 8 psycho rating, whatever that is. So, yeah, this is just all about... So my build is kind of all about increasing the psi rating as high as possible, and then doing as many projectiles that do as much damage as possible, and kind of all that kind of working together. Every second use of my staff is going to deal an extra 20 damage as well. That's kind of by the by. But I picked this up as well. On the first round of combat, the wearer gains a number of additional attacks equal to their psi rating. So round 1, we're doing 8 extra attacks. I'm not sure if that means 8 extra projectiles on the thing, so I guess we'll find that out. But there was also this solar staff. I forget in which trading tree that was in. But it basically, my previous staff was power level 7, and you gain a projectile for every level of power level. I think it says here, if you go onto Inferno, it explains that. So yeah, so with firing off more projectiles, for every 2 creatures suffering burning in combat, the power level of the staff increases and willpower is increased. That's for every 2 creatures, so that's going to go up as well. Should scale quite nicely. So yeah, we're all kind of based around inflicting fire, getting high psi rating, and just doing as much damage with our staff as possible. Ulfar, because he arrived late, you couldn't do an awful lot in his tree in terms of changing the sort of character he is, but again I just tried to be a little more focused in hit with him. So he's very much geared around sort of storming in, whacking people with a sword and then shooting them in the face. So he's got very high strength, high ballistic and weapons skill, really focused his skills onto athletics. So I mean, Abelard is in the party, but I was able to sort of, Abelard's no longer my athletics person because Ulfar just gets up so high, it's crazy. And all these things are going to go up when he gets his next level of armor. The sword I've got my eye on does about nearly twice as much damage as this. So he did get a new bolt pistol, but also in those trees he can get his hands on another one of these. So yeah, not an awful lot of change there in terms of what he was like before. I mean, I'm hoping they fixed his charge ability. We'll keep an eye on that. I couldn't see anywhere mentioned online whether that was the case. I mean, he's got a free slot. We might as well give him this shadow field generator, to be honest. Who else did I didn't do Heinrichs because I've kind of built Abelard out like I wanted Heinrichs to be. So if we skip over Pascal for now and go into Abelard, I've completely changed Abelard, kind of the way he works. Well, not changed the way he works, but kind of I liked that this sword on a successful parry would counterattack. So I've really leaned into him as someone who invites attacks and then parries them and then immediately counterattacks. So if we look at his archetypes, and it's going to disappear, but we'll go back up to Abelard. So I've changed. He was assassin, as we remember. I didn't really like that on him. It was giving him extra attacks. But because he's sort of more of a heavy armor, low dodge type, actually he didn't really have a lot of this lethality thing that really feeds the assassin abilities. So I changed him to Vanguard, and how Vanguard works is that for every attack he gets this stack of unyielding beacon, and for every stack of that they get temporary wounds and all sorts of things. That with temporary wounds stack increases resolve, so it's going to be triggering the momentum more often, but also, as I said, he's got lots of skills that stack his parry. So it says 95 here. I don't know why it only ever displays 90%, but we have so many passive buffs to his parry going on in the background that it must be off the charts. So he's got this. So I gave him, if we go onto his, again onto this, wish it didn't default to that. But if we look onto his features and active abilities, I've given him this taunting scream. So he can scream at enemies, he can taunt them. He's got some other talents that kind of tie into taunting other enemies and just kind of drawing heat onto himself. And that just means that, you know, he's going to be attacked a lot, but he's going to be parrying a lot, and every time he parries he's going to be counter-attacking and doing quite nice damage with this sword. I've got a lot of it's built around this sword. He also had these boots anyway that whenever the wearer performs an area attack, they instantly provoke attacks of opportunity. So when he, does his cleave here, any enemies less surviving will attack him, and then he'll riposte. Each time he dodges, he's going to gain crit hit chance. That's just boost strength. I think this is new. Whenever the wearer fails to parry an attack, they can re-roll the parry test. So on the rare occasions he fails a parry, he's going to get the chance to re-roll it. Whenever he hits an enemy in melee range, the wearer's nearest ally gains... it's not much, but I think it's like 7 temporary wounds. So basically I was running out of stuff to put on him at this point. And whenever he successfully dodges or parries an incoming attack, he gains 10 momentum. So again, and it's on other characters as well, they're kind of stacking this momentum thing. And actually, Cassia's got some quite nice stuff that happens when momentum maxes out, I think. Argenta, yeah, if we look at Abelard's skills, so Carouse was kind of what I pushed him into, just because no one else really had it. It stacked quite nicely with his toughness. He's really a melee character. I have kept his double barrel shotgun if things get close and he wants a bit of an AoE. Argenta, a bit of light tweaking with her, really. I quite liked her build, but I've really kind of... Well, one thing that was not working before, in some of the upgrades, it says, you know, there's a difference between burst attacks, which is what this heavy bolter does, and area attacks, which is what this heavy flamer does. But there was a bug in the original game, unpatched game, prior to this episode, where things that said would affect area attacks also affected burst attacks, so she was doing way more damage than she should have been. So with that in mind, with the respec, I've sort of avoided those, because I know they fixed it now. I've avoided those traits that only affect area attacks, unless I had nothing else to pick, because I knew it would affect the flamer. So she's got a lot of stuff that does burst attacks. A lot of her skills and equipment is kind of based around boosting either versatility, momentum, or rate of fire. Like this helmet grants the wearer's ranged attacks 2 times rate of 5% damage, and this rate of fire is 10, so that's 20% damage. It's all a bit crazy. But yeah, so it's really just kind of a refocus of what she was doing anyway, but just kind of trying to make her a little bit more effective in that. Demolition really high. She's got some... They've added a new skill to the soldier archetype. It's called... Something to do with demolition. They're this demolition engineer. So how it used to work is this... Well, it kind of explains it, but the soldier's demolition, instead of intelligence, because their intelligence used to be what they calculated this on, and as you know, soldiers don't generally, in this game, have a lot of intelligence. It is used to determine additional damage dealt with ranged area attacks. So again, kind of dealing with the flamer. Deals 5% more damage for every 10 points in demolition. So she's got 17 times 5. So that's almost double. Instead of 5% for each 10 points of intelligence, which would have been 15%. So she's basically doing, I can't do the maths, but is it like 85% more damage with area attacks rather than 15%? So that's kind of cool. Anything that I couldn't put into demolition, I put into awareness. Really, Cassia's our awareness specialist. But as I said, I didn't really respec Cassia at all, because I was kind of happy with how her stuff was working. Pascal I did a little bit as well. I wasn't happy with the assassin archetype on him, because it seemed like a lot of the skills and stuff wasn't really built around him in particular, because he doesn't, although he's got 2 weapons, they're not either a two-handed weapon or an offhand and a main hand. So there was some stuff that wasn't really triggering properly there. But with Bounty Hunter, which we had him as originally before I moved into Assassin, he's going to be able to sort of mark prey, and really he's all about stacking his plasma use. He's got this ancient plasma rifle now, so this is doing a lot more damage, a lot more area damage. He's got a really nice armor piece now, so he's actually got 85% armor with some okay dodge. But it's tech use divided by 10 extra armor, which is going to... So he's got 15 extra armor just from that. What else has he kind of got? So it's all kind of crit chance area. Thing is, I have gone on for area attacks on him, because that's what that sort of 3x3 square is. It does even say area attack. Armor pen... This is quite nice. So his intelligence bonus % dodge to himself and all allies, so everyone's dodge is boosted up a bit. In fact, Argenta's dodge is 133% now. And ours is, as I said, it should be about 150% in combat. So yeah, sorry for a bit of a long-winded explanation, but I thought it was probably worth going into the changes that I've been doing off screen prior to this. Looking forward to diving into another mission now and trying it all out, to be honest. So what was I doing? A few things we want to do. We want to go to Dargonus. We want to go to Foulstone as well, I think. I can't even remember where that is now. I think it's down... Oh! That's a new one. But Foulstone's here, isn't it? There's a new thing there that's actually coming off the Orselio prophecy, which is kind of where we want to go as well. Well, I think we go down to Dargonus next. We could do the Warp Reef. Succeed. Hey, this is the thing where we gain Navigator Insight. Lovely jubbly. They're up to 8 now. I could use it to make a highway, maybe between, like, say, Dargonus and Kiava Gamma, because they're drags to get between. It's probably not a bad idea. Alright, I've seen that before. So yeah, so actually I can 12 profit factor gain. That's probably in the colony management. But if I show you how this works then. So we're on Mundus Valencia. So now if we come all the way over here to Cranach, I just click on that once. We can chart the course for 2 insight. I think they may have reduced the cost of that, because I'm sure it used to be 3. Do I want to be attacked every time I do that? Probably not. So let's use a further 2 to just make that yellow. Now I've got like a little high-speed route to get between those 2 colony worlds, which is nice. Let's have a look at the colony manager quickly. So Foulstone, I don't think I can build anything else. I've run out of slots anyway, so although it says we can build it here and stuff, I'm not sure that's actually the case. This is heavy armor. Could be worth trying. It might have been this one I was kind of waiting to do. Might be quite nice armor, that, though. I don't know. I still might wait and see if I can get this Phlogiston in. Alright, so Kiava. We've got the weapons and stuff. That's done now. So we might be all built out here. I might be able to do this one still. Imperial Navy rep. That would be nice. This would be really nice. Am I doing it? I guess I am. I mean, it looked like it did. I don't know why. Well, never mind. Janus looks like it's still building. Dargonus is just where we are. Should we have a go at this? Personal presence on Colony World is requested. Well, I'm in there, aren't I? If we can build anything else. Militia Navy. Oh yeah, more rep there, thank you. Nice. That does sound like quite a nice one, actually. So we'll execute that too. Veerboss, okay. Lord Captain, Veerboss 6 begs for help. Something terrible prowls the planet, searching for a way to wipe out the planet's inhabitants. Victims died in small groups at first, so they dismissed it as simple accidents. A poisoning, a crashed transport, a fire. But the death toll has started to rise, and explaining everything as mere coincidence is no longer an option. The enemy appears to be testing out different methods of killing your subjects, like it's looking for the most efficient way to murder as many of them as possible. Our picked traps sometimes catch sight of a blurry dark shadow walking among the people, but no one has actually seen it with their own eyes. Any ideas, anyone? The art of hunting relies on the art of hiding. You cannot see your target, then make it so the target cannot see you. Deceive its senses and seize your advantage.
A predator works among your people? Well, it's time we became predators ourselves. Your servants can't see it and don't know where its lair lies, but I will tell you how to find it. You need to spark the beast's curiosity. Leave something it craves out in the open and mark it so that you can track the beast as it's carrying the bait away in his jaws. That is how we hunt cunning prey on Fenris.
You call it your enemy, but you're mere pests in its eyes. This isn't war, this is extermination. You're a nuisance, and that is your asset. Understand what it is you do that vexes it so much, and you will understand how to drive it mad. And that all will be left then is to lay a trap. Okay. 92, 50, 100%. Yeah, let's do the bait it to attack. I believe in you. Being irritating comes naturally to Monkey. Assuming that the creature had been angered by the mining efforts, the overseers increased work shifts in remote sectors. The assumption proved to be correct. The beast came to destroy those who had disturbed its rest and walked right into the traps laid out for it. Wounded, it fled. Cornered in its den, the monster fought its final battle and was slain. It was a terrifying Xenos with a metallic skeletal body and a single emerald eye. Its lair turned out to be a crypt-like chamber, and beneath it was an entire fortress buried in stone. The walls were covered in glyphs similar to the mysterious patterns that the mad convicts were drawing. Ooh, what's this? Whenever the wearer ends their turn, they deal 3 times intelligent bonus energy damage, with armor pen equal to the wearer's intelligence, to all adjacent creatures. If the number of damaged creatures exceeds 3, the wearer suffers the staggered effect. Interesting. I'll have a think about that. The chamber also contained the dissected remains of the missing miners. The Omnissiah's servant studied the bodies, the crypt, and the Xenos' corpse, hypothesizing that the Inhuman belonged to a caste of sages among its kind. It had remained in stasis for ages untold, but had recently been awakened, either by the mining efforts or the explosions caused by the Drakari invaders. After killing everyone who had approached its lair, the creature tried to wake its brethren, but millennia of tectonic shifts had crushed the underground fortress. The creature was alone. The fearsome insects, the ones that assailed the colony, were the only tool the Xenos had left, so it chose to lie in wait. But when the heretics of the Final Dawn sabotaged the fortress's reactor in their attempts to destroy the planet, the Xenos grew restless and started searching for a way to exterminate the humans. Now the last Xenos survivor was dead, and so was its entire race, or at least, so prayed every denizen of Virbos 6. Very nice. Okay, so then we've got another project here. Oh, we gain 10 intelligence, fellowship, and willpower. That's rather lovely, isn't it? Oh, more Imperial Navy rep, yes please, and a two-handed chainsword. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Nice. Okay, so Virbos and Dargonus need us. Remind myself of Virbos 6's. It's up here, isn't it? Where I just was. Womp womp. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to travel back up there. Faith and prayer. It's XP, great. Now Janus, I think, is ready for moving up. Your ladyship, a monstrous storm has broken out on Janus. The apocalyptic anomalies are tearing our agri-world apart, and their epicenter is in the desecrated sector. Something must be done before the whole colony is destroyed. We have to find the source of this madness. What do we know about this cataclysm? The leader of the Inquisitor Squad, Lady Shu, did not grace us with a full report, since she has been hastily preparing for the expedition into the heart of the anomaly. But she's mysteriously claimed that we have become the witnesses of an ancient clash between Xenos, and in spite of her unfamiliarity with their conflict, it is important to choose our ally and struggle wisely, whatever that means. Some wretch by the name of Zhe has come out of the thicket to meet our people. It is hard to understand him, but he has managed to explain to the soldiers that Halcyon and Kessier are fighting. Halcyon in its usual way, and Kessier in a wrong, corrupted way. It seems that he wants to collaborate with us and is trying to ask for help. Help Lady Shu. Lead soldiers into the forest. Yes, have this wretch lead my soldiers into the forest. We're ready to cooperate. The escort squad reports that the mutant has not deceived them from what they can tell, and that the route is clear of anomalies. Our people have reached the Xenos ruins that once served as either a palace or a gargantuan machine. They have encountered an extremely high concentration of spirits. It appears the spirits are fighting among themselves, with 2 particularly vivid ghostly figures among them. One of these prominent spirits radiates blue light and seems to be clad in Eldari armor. The other is engulfed in purple flames and clad in a Xenos ceremonial raiment. They utter sounds reminiscent of Eldari speech, but any attempts to translate them have proved unsuccessful so far. It is an old dialect from a time before the fall. Order your warriors to aid the spirit wreathed in blue. It fights for Lilithan purity against the despicable sorcery. Even an echo of this spirit's voice is enough to understand that its cause is just. I can teach your people how to explain to the blue spirits that they are not their enemy.
So strange it is to hear the words of our ancestors, those who witnessed the apex of our glory. I find myself rather enjoying the words of the spirit clad in purple. That one is a master of delights, a commanding prince of wisdom, so much more compelling than the pompous blue-flamed fool. Have your servants support the purple-sheathed one, and I will tell them the right words to stop the purple phantoms from slaughtering them. What does it matter what those spirits are babbling about? They both must be slain. Advada, turn to your warriors and inspire them to fight there for their home to the very last. They have already made sacrifices to get this far, so remind them what those sacrifices were for.
Oh, it's done my throat in doing Alpha. Hang on. Alright, well, let's support the blue spirits. The scouts attacked, destroying the purple spirits one after another. The blue phantoms recognized their new allies and did not harm them. Once the battle was over, the dignified spirits swathed in blue flames reached out to the scouts' thoughts, granting them visions. The planet, which was inhabited by Eldari prior to the fall, at some point became one of the many theatres of the war between sensual excess, the dogma that reigned over the Xenos of that time, and ascetic self-restraint. A local ruler, Kessier, was enlightened and wise, yet susceptible to depravity. In his desire to transfer his soul to another form of existence, he created a mechanism that would let him take over the bodies and minds of all his people. One of the ruler's bodyguards named Halcyon rose against the tyrant and mortally wounded him, but he could not stop him from merging with the machine. Halcyon then gave his life to bind his own spirit to the device and continue fighting therein. This tragic conflict marked the end of all Eldari on the planet, but preserved an echo of their souls and those of their leaders. And we've got Lilithan's Fury, an Eldari sword, one-handed melee weapon. Which is nice, but I mean, the only person who'll be able to use that is, well, I suppose Jay could. Target becomes blinded. And then you can attack the blinded one. I mean, it's a nice weapon, isn't it? So, okay, cool. Then the spirits disappeared, but for how long? The bodies of the fallen and a strange relic discovered amid the ruins were the only proof that, for a single day, Janus was once more engulfed in a war between long-fallen Xenos. Nice, okay, what have we got we can do over here then? That was Forbidden Planet. So we've gained 12% dodge against Xenos, all allies, which is quite nice. What have we got up here? We've got Scriptorium Schools, could be, or let's do Scriptorium Schools. What's this thing? Oh! Oh, nice. So, yeah, so we've got... Okay, well, we've already got that. Still. We've got 2 now. And then we're done, it looks like. So can I not... I think the only thing that's blocking us is this rep with the holy ammunition. Did I not do that one? Don't see it in the list. Oof, that's a nice weapon. It's a shame we can't do it. That's really nice. Completed in the Protectorate. Holy ammunition. Why is it not on this list? I mean, I'm not going mad, am I? I don't see it there at all. Extractium ignifera. The Protectorate. I guess that means it must be on other planets, so... what do I need? Holy... Ooh. nice. But holy ammunition. Okay, let's go look at Valstone. What were the projects here? Damn it. Well, it's locked behind this reputation thing. We could still do it, hopefully. The reputation with Drusians. Okay, so I think that's... It's not hugely far off, but obviously it's a bit far. Oh, got that one there. Oh, we've got the Craven's Bane, the two-handed chain swords. That's quite nice. Oh, this was one of the ones that we needed to do. So I guess we'll do that now. Okay, so let's go up to Virbos then and solve their colony dilemma. Yeah, we'll do the 100%. Sanctify the chambers. XP, very nice. So let's go up to Virbos. Okay, well, we've got that now. We're kind of done. We're probably done on here now. We've built everything that we can on Virbos, but was there not? There we go. A void ship deformed by the archenemy's dark power, formerly in the charge of Rykab Minoris, has burst into the system. Your subjects are terrified by this nightmarish apparition. Oh, don't like that. Let's enter battle. Hopefully it's a ship combat, because I like these, and there hasn't been that many of them recently. There was one, was it in the last episode, against the really big cruiser? I like that. So yeah, we'll see what this is. Oh, what have we got? 96, 96, 180, 300. Wow, this is a big fight. Well, you get what you wish for, I suppose. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Just wonder why that looks red. Okay, so which one are we going to do first? I mean, I could potentially kill this big one fairly early on. Maybe we should. Counterintuitively, I would maybe go for the smaller ones first, but these big ones can just do so much damage in comparison. Are we actually hitting it?
Send them into the cold void.
Oh, that felt quite nice. Didn't do any hull damage. Because I'm hoping... Oh, damn it, I was hoping to ram them. Oh, yeah, we probably could if I do a shallow jump. Let's do that. Now we can ram them. Can I hit them with any of this other stuff? Probably with the dorsal cannons, right?
Unleash our wrath upon my enemies.
Started to make a slight dent. Ramming speed. I've got this as well. I mean, if we're going to use it, may as well use it now, right? Okay. Yeah, it's got some HP, right? Well, let's ram.
Emblazon our path.
There's a breach in the enemy shield!
I can't flip it yet. I lost all shields on one side, I have. Okay, that's not good. But I'm gonna bolster this side. No, I need the port side, don't I? There we go. What could I do? Well, we can target these guys.
Let destruction pour forth.
Yeah, I can do the torpedoes, unfortunately. If I do this, I might be able to attack them with my starboard. Oh yeah, starboard guns. Okay.
Macro cannons. Annihilate them.
Well, I think I've done about as much as I can this round. That's going to be in range, isn't it? No idea what this... Oh wow, what did that just shoot at us? Thank you. Maybe put this shield up on the wrong side. I can change it next time. I think I keep using this Empyrean Storm on it though, to be quite honest. I could probably get to within ramming range
Steer us
again.
to our target. Let the incandescent beam scorch our enemies.
Nice, that did quite a bit of damage to it. I think let's get the torps out now.
Unleash torment.
The dorsal guns on it.
Unleash the storm of macro cannons.
They're by the by at the moment. Let's do the Empyreans. Mind you, it's going to target them too. Let's ram them.
Let the Empyrean guide us.
Do not miss your chance, Elan. Let us not lose our seal.
I mean, it's damaging us too. Let's see. So let's do this on it. I reckon this might finish it off. Always target invalid. Oh, it doesn't affect cruisers. Okay, well that's a bit... I suppose that counts, so it might.
Let destruction pour forth. None will lament their demise.
I'll tell you what. Mind you, we've taken a hella big battering here. We'll put a starboard buff on, and we'll get our... Fortunately, it doesn't... Shields that are reduced to 0, it doesn't bring back, but the others it will bolster. I mean, we're still in trouble here. We took so much damage taking that cruiser down. Grateful he's taken some of the heat off us. He's taken a beating. Okay, we do have torpedoes, so I think we get them onto this cruiser. Yeah, light cruiser.
The impure trembles.
The All-Father always needs
That
brave
fire is going to
voidsmen.
kill us. That might be good, actually. We can also try and take this guy down from
Unleash
here.
the storm of macro cannons.
And this stuff that's on us, it's one round. Then we should get rid of it. Plant some
Send their
torpedoes here too.
souls to the void.
I think we have to do this. I mean, whatever they target, it's going to be good for us. Starboard guns.
Macro cannons. Annihilate them.
Their void ship is now a burial pyre.
Come. Yeah, I'm going to do a jump. I'm going to do a swing run just to come about. Those fighters are pretty nasty. I might be able to take one of those down.
Eviscerate them.
Oof. Oh wow, look, our shields are back. That's kind of cool. I mean, we might die to fire, but okay, let's get our front shield bolstered a little bit. And I think that's probably about as much as I can do on this turn. Bolstered the right one. What's that thing keep bringing up? I feel like he's going to run away from the fight soon, that guy. Target him, not me. Yeah, good. Loads of fighters. No, leave my torps alone. Because we're going to get that on him now. Crap. I had a feeling something like that might happen. Alright. I think we do this again. I mean, we're up against it in this fight. We can't use our ultimate when you're up against it. When do you use it? Got rid of 2 of those fighters. That's good. Let's keep hitting you, and then we'll make you flip. Oh, he's gone. So all we've got left is this guy and these fighters, I suppose. Dorsal cannons might help.
Unleash our wrath upon my enemies.
Go this way, I might be able to hit them with starboard cannons. Not quite. Oh, but we could maybe do this.
Unleash the storm of macro cannons.
This is the guy we got to worry about, though, so let's do that. What have we got left? Port cannons. Could help there.
Chart a course.
give us some more range.
Let destruction pour forth.
What's he probably going to do? Probably going to come around this way. Let's take the torpedoes there.
Now.
I'm going to save this. And the jump, to be honest, but let's kind of want this on our port side. Oh, I've lost shields on 2 of my sides. I'm sure I had them a minute ago. Alright. Oh no, my helper! Ah, not more of those. We're screwed. Okay, the torpedoes, at least... Okay, we can get them on the murder cruiser. Let's do that right now. Oh, we can still do this. I don't want to waste it on little fighters, though.
Unleash the storm of macro cannons. Macro cannons. Annihilate them.
Right. Now we need to come about a bit. I think it's got to be sort of an all or nothing thing because we're going to die very soon. And we've got quite a lot we need to do to this guy. Let's start with this.
Eviscerate them.
The target's void shield has been weakened.
Oh, that's pretty nice. This might be it.
Where we tread,
Yes.
the unfaithful fall.
I've seen many a glorious victory like this one.
MVP
And
that
I've
Empyrean
seen
Storm.
many more.
Okay, let's upgrade. That's quite a nice fight, that. Hope we get a little friend back. Alright, well we can put that to cargo as it's a duplication. Now on the upgrade. So what is boarding party? The flagship launches a boarding party to infiltrate an enemy ship, starting internal fires and possibly causing engine damage that cripples the ship once per round. Okay, yeah, that's a 0 AP as well, so that could be quite nice. Speed increased by 2, movement area 1, till the end of combat, that is. Bonus damage dealt by void ship ram based on this. Oh, double the void. Okay. Kind of like that, actually. What do we have? Yeah, I think it's got to be one of these two. I can see them both being good, but more maneuverability and doubling the damage of our ram, I think, sounds pretty good too. Oh, we can do another one. Let's do the other one then. There we go. Now we go to posts. So the persuasion one, I've got 167 in that now, which is good. Cannoneer, we've got 170. Master of Maneuvers, he should have quite a lot of this. 204. So that, what did it say? 1 duration for every 10. So yeah, so he's got like 20 rounds duration. Well, it says duration 12. Maybe it's maybe it's capped. Warp channeler. It's one we don't have a huge amount in, but that's okay. And then this one's all right as well. I'm the boarding party, aren't I? So that's 10 duration because of my persuasion skill. Probably use that a bit more. That's the ult though, isn't it? Okay. That's some good stuff there. So presumably this is sorted out now. Yeah. Cool. Oh wow, need some repairs going. Right. So in terms of problems, we need to get to Dargonus, which we were going to anyway. So let's go back to the Cronus Expanse map. Oh, we lost 2 profit factor, not quite sure. Oh, that's probably because of the colony thing, wasn't it? One of them did have that going on. There we go. We've got so much of it, it's not really a worry. Oh. Any more projects here? So there was... Which is the one I'm waiting for? What's going on Falstone at the moment? Oh, rep with the Drusians. Okay. Some more stuff going on in here. We'll have to check it out at some point. I do need phlogiston. I'm assuming I've got this extracted already. Yeah. Right, let's go to Dargonus. We'll do the colony thing, and then we'll help out Abelard's family. A feud has broken out between 2 influential admirals of the Imperial Navy, having already led to armed skirmishes and even outright battles. Calling to attention a favour he once did for House von Valancius, one of the admirals has appealed to the Rogue Traders colony for support. We can probably spare the plasteel. Gain security. Profit factor. Let's provide him with materials for ship repairs, because I don't mind losing the plasteel, but we gain double the security. The Admiral appreciates the assistance, which has exceeded his every expectation. From now on, his ships will watch over the colony. That's okay. We can have a look at the projects here. Phlogiston, yeah, so we're still waiting for some Phlogiston stuff, unfortunately. I can have a look at my current contracts. I don't think I've got any Phlogiston stuff coming in, though. Xenotech, well, I don't want to do either of those. Okay. So, I guess we'll go and check in, see what's happening with Abelard's family. So we're going to take the New Look party now. We're going to take out Iliat and Marazai for now. And I'm going to add in Ulfar and Cassia. So I've got myself Psycho, we've got Argenta with the Burst Fire, Pascal Sniper. We've got Abelard as a tank, like a sort of taunting tank. And Ulfar, who's just going around slapping everything, and Cassia with her navigator powers that we know. So I think that's a pretty strong party. In terms of checks, it got demolition, athletics, tech. Yeah, we should be okay. I think I've got about 100 Imperium lore. I don't think it's huge, but hopefully enough for most checks. Hello, future boring dad here, just to say that this next quest I managed to botch up completely. To the extent that and there was a bit of a bug at the end anyway, which kind of made it a bit weird, but to the extent that I wanted to replay it, but I thought rather than do that, so you guys see it twice, what I'll do is I'll just cut out that earlier attempt, and then from next episode we'll do it as if it was the first time, for you guys if not for me. So just say we'll do that next time, but thanks very much for watching. Hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment, all the usual stuff. Be great if you could subscribe if you've not done so already, but otherwise I hope to see you then. Bye for now.